So I recently got done with my CAP interview process, and in this episode I would like to share my experience, the panel and the questions I got asked. So let's just begin. I was allotted the forenoon session that started from 9:15 and was expected to go till 1:15. We were all let in the meeting at around 9:30, where we were supposed to answer our roll calls and were told about our slot numbers and were given some basic guidelines about keeping our identity cards handy and we had a stable internet connection with good lighting in the room. Okay, so just to let you know, don't worry if your panel does not give you slot numbers, as the interview of a lot of my peers who were in different panels started without allotting any such slot numbers. But consider yourself lucky if you get a panel that gives you slot numbers, as it will give you a basic idea of when will your interview start. So after waiting for more than 2 hours, I was let in the meeting at around 11:30, and there were two panelists. One of them was a male who might be in his late 40s, and the other female who I would guess was in her 30s. The first question that I got asked was to introduce myself. I answered this question telling them about my education, work experience and hobbies. They seemed inclined towards my academics, and the male panelist asked me the difference between sales and marketing. I answered it but was asked some counter questions in the same regard, and I was able to answer some of them. Once his series of questioning regarding marketing ended, he named a temple in my state, the name of which I cannot really recall as of now. I answered telling him that I have no clue about the temple. The next question was about a city in my state, the name of which I have heard but could not recall the geography of the city, and I told the panelist. After that, he told that he is done with the sequence of questioning and requested the female panelist to take it forward. The first question that the female panelist asked was, how would I go about developing a marketing campaign for my state government to increase the tourism in the state? I answered this question explaining the various strategies I would employ for the same. She seemed satisfied with my answer. Next question was whether I am aware about the chief minister of my state and who is the education minister of the country. I answered the CM of the state but gave a wrong answer for the education minister, which I came to know about later when I checked the ministerial portfolios after my interview. Her final question was whether I am aware about the UCC and which state passed the UCC bill recently. I answered this question telling about the bill, its pros and cons. After giving this answer, the panelists told me that they were done with the interview and asked me to leave. In the overall experience, I would say that more than half of the interview revolved around my academics, and I was asked no questions regarding my work ex or the HR questions. The later half revolved around GK about the state and the GK in general. I would consider the interview to be an average interview, and answering the wrong education minister was a blunder from my side, as I thoroughly went through the ministerial portfolios. So that's really all from my side. If you want more updates regarding my upcoming interviews, you can definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you want resources to cover important GK concepts, I would ask you to like this video and subscribe to the channel and share a screenshot of it on the mail in the description, and I'll respond it with the appropriate resources. Also, you can check out my video on my IIM interview experience, the link to which I have shared in the description. Thank you. That's all from my side.